Hello, my name is Edvard Janvier. I actually grew up, was born and raised in Haiti. I grew up in Haiti. I moved here when I was already after college age. So it's only the past 15 years that I haven't been in living in Haiti. Uh, I've been a board member of the organization for the past year and a half, and it's been a tremendous work the, that we are doing so far, and we hope to continue to do it as much as the Lord allows us to do it.
My name is Erin Smith. I'm the current board secretary and also one of the chairs of the Programming and Ministry Committee for New Life for Haiti. My background with Haiti, I first traveled to Haiti specifically, oh goodness, it was over 10 years ago now. And I've been back I've been there 5 times total. Most recently, the last 2 trips were to New Life for Haiti's home base in Marfranc, where I've had opportunities to meet with our staff and our teachers at the School of Hope, to meet several of the students that we sponsor, and just to get to know the people there a little bit better.
Um, Growing up in Haiti, school is a luxury, and unlike here that it's almost mandatory that every kids go to school. Every parents knows that they have to send it. In Haiti, it's a calculated choice that whether you're going to send your kid to school or not, whether you have the means to send the kids to school or not. The state doesn't have enough capacity to provide schooling for every kids, although the Constitution would requires that, but this is not done. And especially in the rural areas, you find situation where school not even a priority for people. I can remember my mom growing up never learned like had only basic schooling. So that's the reality in Haiti.
Yeah, I think for a lot of parents, like you were saying, Edvard, it is a choice, a calculated choice every day about whether or not to send their child to school. In some cases, it might be my child could stay home and help with the harvest maybe that day. And they I need them to help watch their younger siblings that day so that I can go to the market to sell our goods. And so there are a lot of decisions that parents have to make when it comes to educating their children. And then just to add on to that a little bit more, Edvard, I think also because there isn't really the state capacity doesn't have the capacity to do public schools, there's also that cost. Since probably 80 to 90% of schools in Haiti are privately run, there's a tuition cost to that. And sometimes the families just don't have the money to send their kids to school.
And what New Life for Haiti is actually doing is to go to them, to that community, to where there was no hope. And it is by no accident that the school is called School of Hope, which is exactly what it is, because it brings to that community something that they were hungry for, something that they were looking for, but it's just bringing it to their doorstep. So you have two main categories, right? You have the state-run schools, the public schools, that is, so to speak, which is very lacking, and you have the private school. In the private school, you're gonna find a lot of tier in their schooling, and it is known in Haiti that the Catholic schools, they are the best schools around. Most of them, they are renowned in the country. So and then you find people who are trying to do school, trying to provide education, and a lot of churches, houses, some um, school for kid, and sometimes they are poorly run.
So in Haiti, historically, many students don't advance beyond sixth grade. Sixth grade is when historically there's been a national exam that the students have to take in order to continue on with their education. So many of the schools that New Life for Haiti first developed relationships with only have grade levels from kindergarten through sixth grade. And then after that, students are just kind of on their own to find that next level of education if they want to proceed, or they just quit school after sixth grade, unfortunately, and they don't do anything else after that. New Life for Haiti's School of Hope right now has kindergarten through eighth grade, and we're really hoping to add ninth grade this summer, a classroom for our ninth grade this summer. Recently, the government of Haiti kind of changed their model a little bit. So now ninth grade is that threshold. And there was previously, but there will be again, a ninth grade exam that our students have to take in order to advance to the high school and beyond grade levels.
All of them you have to pass, and those are barriers that allows that is either you see it as it's more like a funnel that segment the population of the students. So it's a siphoning process to say the best one goes to the top and the vast majority stay back, which thinking about it, that's not how education was supposed to be done, but that's the way that the country adapted to do education. So why I love New Life for Haiti, it's what we do in Haiti, it's because it's addressing the core issue that I perceive as why the country is where it is, education.
Yeah, a lot of schools in Haiti are run by pastors at churches who might not have a background in education or education administration, and who might just be looking for ways to help their community, but might not be thinking about the best practices of education. And so New Life for Haiti started the School of Hope really because we wanted to change how school was done in this little corner of Haiti. So we started to observe some of the schools that we had relationships with and discovered that there were crowded classrooms, for example, and students just weren't able to get some of that one-on-one attention that they might need. And that was one of the reasons why the School of Hope was started and why we have the School of Hope with a classroom size cap.
Which is why I think School of Hope, what we are doing right now is very good. We are growing as the student are growing, which is the best way you can see the progress. You can grow the student from the beginning to ninth grade, which is awesome. You know the foundation that they have, where you understand how well they are prepared to take on life.
These are first generation learners. Many of their parents dropped out at sixth grade or even before sixth grade. And many of their parents, frankly, don't know how to read. And so for the parents, their dream for their child was really at the beginning just, I would like for my child to be able to know how to read. You know, Haiti is a country that has two official languages. They have French and Haitian Creole. And within the country, there's kind of a cultural expectation maybe or understanding that something isn't official unless it's done in French. The unfortunate thing is many people in the rural community don't actually understand French, whether that's reading or even just listening to it orally. There's enough of a difference between the two languages that there's just a struggle there. And so at the School of Hope specifically, we said, we're not even going to start in French. We're going to start with Creole, and they're going to get 3 or 4 years of a base education, all done in Creole, before we even introduce French. And now I think they're beginning to see this vision of something bigger. They're understanding, you know, my child is learning how to farm. my child is studying, science and might be interested in becoming a nurse or a doctor someday. And I think the parents are starting to capture this vision of my dreams for my child can grow beyond just knowing how to read, which is such a beautiful thing right now. And it's really incredible. Some of the stories that we've heard from Haiti, from the students at our school are stories like they've gone home and they've been teaching their parents how to read. So their parents are learning almost alongside the children in some cases, which in a community with a really low literacy rate, lower than the national average, frankly, we believe, uh, is really astounding to think about, to know that the School of Hope is making a difference beyond just the 240 or so kids that are at the school, but is actually affecting their families and is going back to their parents, and just that the learning is just building, I guess, is the best way to put that. And it's just growing and expanding. It's really, really just amazing to think about.
There's no way to measure really how far, how deep the impact is going to be. But what I know is going to transform. It's going to transform the community as a whole and their families specifically.
The School of Hope is really a beacon in the community. When it was first built, a couple months after, or a few weeks actually after it opened, Hurricane Matthew came through. As I understand it, maybe this is not necessarily entirely accurate, but as I understand it, people went to the school for shelter during that storm, and they were saved because the walls stood and withstood the storm winds. We had to rebuild the school after that, but it's seen as something, a point of pride for the community, really, to recognize that they have such an institute in their backyard, to know that it is making a difference in the lives of their children, in their own lives. It's definitely becoming something that they can point to and say, this is a good thing. Like, people are actually moving closer to the school because they want their kids to be able to go to the school, which is incredible too. So yeah, it's getting a little bit of a good reputation in Haiti, in this little corner of the country. So we're excited about the future and hope to be able to continue to build.
It's precious to me. It is very important. It's high in my hierarchy of priorities. What we do if we in Haiti, specifically because it has to do with education, and education that is not forcing a foreign model to a group of people, but that is allowing them to develop from within, develop themselves, develop their skills to learn, develop their skills to understand their environment around them, develop their skills to become more resilient, and so that they can go out in their community feeling empowered to continue that work of transformation. And I think that gives me energy. That's allows me to think about what we do as a precious mine that we are mining in Haiti, and people may not see it because it's above the ground. But the ripple effect of what we are doing actually will radiate for.
Yeah. I mean, the School of Hope is in a physical location where there wasn't a school option for many of these children. And even so, they're walking some distance to get to school every day. And, if we were to say, okay, we want to stop the School of Hope at grade 9, we're not going to do any more classrooms, that would mean they'd have to walk even further to get to that next level of their education. They would have to cross a dangerous river to get to the next level of education. It would take quite a bit of time. I mean, we're talking hours out of their day to be able to go and just learn in a classroom.
And that's what I love about what we are doing for New Life for Haiti. We are thinking about the student who comes to our doors every time. So, which is a very different model of thinking than what I grew up seeing in Haiti. Thank you for being here tonight. And thank you for listening to our sharing our experience about the School of Hope. I'm excited about the future. I'm very happy for having your partnership into developing the School of Hope into what we see that it can become a beacon for a national beacon in Haiti, something that we can point to. We appreciate your partnership in that work.